Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marc Anthony.
I am so honored to be here tonight as the music world embraces Paul Simon, because the truth is that nobody has embraced our world music quite like my friend Paul. From El Condor Pasa to Mother and Child Reunion and Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, this man has always broken so much important ground in the rock world. Expanding the range of what popular music could be. Even with that long record of achievement, the Graceland album was still a cross-cultural masterpiece. Since then, with fine works like Rhythm of the Saints, You're the One, and yes, The Cape Man, Paul has continued to grow as an artist in all sorts of directions. Let this be said that for a nice Jewish boy from Brooklyn, he definitely has Catholic taste in music. Wherever you grew up, unless it was under a rock, you were touched by the sounds of Paul Simon. Growing up in my neighborhood, in the projects, you'd walk down the street and out one window was Paul Simon, out the other window was the Fania All-Stars and Reuben Blades. And it sort of made sense. Later, Paul's music got more and more rhythmic. But coming from my schoolyard, that was how I always heard him. Truthfully, I'm thrilled just to see Paul tonight, because after we did the Cape Man, we were put into separate witness protection program. And I'm just glad they finally let you out. No, but seriously, working with Paul was an amazing educational experience. He really took me under his wing. Yes, we're from different generations, but immediately we became, to use another one of his titles, old friends. Paul is a great teacher. I know this because he gave me many seminars in songwriting and phrasing. To me, Paul is brilliant, witty, and wise, driven first and foremost by art. And I don't mean Garfunkel. Paul is already a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. He's already a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as part of that partnership. Becoming a solo artist in 1970, Paul Simon faced a huge task of following up the final Simon & Garfunkel studio album, this little thing he put together called Bridge Over Troubled Waters. But rather than try to top himself commercially, he just continued to grow artistically. He called his first album Paul Simon, and it was an incredible declaration of independence. From there, Paul introduced new flavors to his music, stew, and like on There Goes Simon Ryman, from the New Orleans energy of Take Me to the Mardi Gras, to the gospel grace of Loves Me Like a Rock, on the classic Still Crazy After All These Years album. He was more than ever a spokesman for a generation with gems like the title track and the stunning American Tune. Most recently, You're the One has been hailed as Paul's comeback. But a serious artist like Paul Simon doesn't ever go away. Like Paul Simon says in that song, Old, he's only getting older as good wine gets old. So Paul, tonight, you're the one. You can call him Al. I'll call him my mentor. I'll call him my hero. I'll call him my friend. He's shorter than I am, but he's definitely a giant in the industry. Paul Simon.